everyone, I just wanted to come on here today and talk to you a little bit about dopamine. So you might have seen recently I posted an article on the website discussing dopamine and the dopamine menu, which was developed and expanded on by Eric Tivers and Jessica McCabe. There is still a lot of confusion, I guess, out there about what is dopamine, how it works with ADHD. The neuroscience isn't really that clear. But what we do know is that there seems to be some difference in how dopamine works between neurotypicals and neurodiverse people, particularly people with ADHD. One of the studies that I discuss is a study by Tripp and Wickens, and they propose a theory called the dopamine transfer deficit, which basically means that if you are a neurotypical person and you do a task, you basically get a dopamine response on the cellular level. So you get a positive reinforcement, which can then act immediately, even if there is a delay between the activity that you're doing and actual behavioral reinforcement. So for example, say you work really hard on Monday and you know that you're going to have a break on Friday. Even though the break on Friday is quite far away from Monday, you still have that cellular dopamine reinforcement that says, hey, good job, you worked really hard on Monday. However, with ADHD, that's kind of altered. We don't really receive that kind of initial benefit. And so that failure of the dopamine to provide that kind of reinforcement is part of what makes people with ADHD feel like, this week is not fun and I don't understand why we're doing it, and yes, I get a weekend, but honestly it just felt like a break in the middle of all of these really boring things that I'm doing. And so what that means is that for those of us with ADHD, it can feel very like unfun essentially. If somebody else gets, $10 of dopamine, we get $5. And that means that we just aren't as motivated essentially. So that's kind of some of the neuroscience theories. Again, we don't know for sure exactly what's going on in the brain, although we do know that there are differences into why this dopamine may be different and may be occurring. So if you want any ideas about how you can increase your dopamine or increase your stimulation throughout the week to get your $5 up to the $10 that everyone else is getting, you can check out my article on the website. And yeah, hopefully it's helpful.